Assalamu alaikum everybody. MashaAllah, I'm here today at Sunshine Sweets, which is MashaAllah based in Rochdale and set up in Rochdale. I'm here with our brothers who are going to introduce themselves by giving their name, their role, and what they do in Sunshine.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shahid Ahmed. I'm the managing director of Sunshine Snacks Limited, and to my left is Hassan Iqbal. He's the sales director of Sunshine Snacks.
So do you want to just tell me about yourself, where you're from, your heritage, and how you've developed yourself in Rochdale?
Well, I'm born and bred in Rochdale,
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. Parents are from Pakistan, Faisalabad, Gojra. I'm the one brother, 5 sisters, Alhamdulillah. Been brought up in good old Deeplish, a beautiful community area. Very good upbringing with the elders in the area.
So you mentioned that you're from Faisalabad. Have you been back to Faisalabad?
Number of times, yeah. It's a beautiful country. When you go back and meeting your relatives, it feels like home, basically.
So do you do any projects in Pakistan, charity project?
We don't currently do any charity projects. We'll probably talk. Hassan will talk about that more in depth later on in the interview. We're doing a lot of projects in the UK currently at the moment. Maybe later on we will do something for our communities in Pakistan. Yeah.
I've never met you before, and the unique thing about Rochdale is everyone in our community is doing something good, putting something back in the community. I mean,
definitely.
Just talking about this, how many people do you employ here?
Including family members, we employ up to 40 staff.
Look what you're putting back into the local area.
Yeah.
Take us back to 1996 when you decided to start Sunshine Sweets. How did the idea come around?
Where do I start? We were running. I was in college studying. My parents had a convenience store. My dad unfortunately had a heart attack, and then that means he couldn't drive anything at all. So it was just my sister left on her own. So I had to pull out of education and help out in the convenience store, which I enjoyed. It was quite a challenging experience. Back in the days, people can remember, there used to be quarter sweets. So we used to have anything up to 50, 60 jars where we used to weigh out quarters for customers, weighing them out, putting in little bags and passing them on. So it came to a point where we got very busy and there was queues all the time, and somebody come in and they want, say, I don't know, a quarter of midget gems or wine gums or fizzy blue bottles. So I come up with an idea thinking, why don't I start bagging the product itself, leave them in the jars, and it'd be easy to serve the customers and there won't be a queue there. So it actually did really well. So then I come up with the ideas thinking, if I make my own display stand and actually put this display stand out there in the shop itself, in the store, would people pick a ready-made product up? And they did. So it could work quite well. So we just simple packaging with a little label on it, and it worked quite well. So this is how I looked at the market. There was a niche market for halal products. There was not many halal products available at the time. So that's when Sunshine was born, basically. We come up with the idea, pre-packing the product itself. But we actually originally started off with a variety of nut range, which it was hand sealed. You got your Bombay cashew, pistachios, peanuts dry roasted. We used to have a hand sealing machine, a little polythene bag with a sticker on it. We used to bag up small 30 to 50 grams and making popcorn as well. That's something different we bought out at that time, 30 years ago. So like coloured popcorn, and again in simple packaging with a sticker on it, and it sold quite well. So it was my parents who originally helped me. So they were helping me. One was roasting the cashews, salting them and drying them. We set up a little room at the back of the shop and kitted it all out. And it was a point where parents were producing a few little amount of products, hand sealing the products, and they'd get them ready, and I'd go the next day from my car, sell them to a few shops, and they sold out. I thought, wow, that's brilliant. And it went on and on and on, so on. And it came to a point where I said, there's actually a market out there. We could actually get this business up and running. So it came to a point where Hassan's dad, my brother, he's an engineer by trade. So it was quite challenging to ask him to resign from his job as an engineer and come on board to say, let's set up this business together. He actually said, yes, let's go for it. So it was a place in Rochdale called Spotland Bridge Mill. We took on a small little unit there. So again, he produced popcorn for me, packed the product for me, did the nut range and handful of bag sweets, and I went out in my first van, went out distributing into the local shops, and we built the business from there. So then we got our first employee, we built the first van up, then the second van, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. So that's how the business grew over the years, from hand packing to multi-head machines and automated machines as we speak today.
Just onto the name, how did you come up with the name?
The name was it just come out. I'll be honest with you, I can't tell you. It just out of the blue.
It's very catchy.
It's catchy, yeah. Sunshine. It's happiness, isn't it? Sunshine. If somebody mentions sunshine, and when it is sunshine out, when it's sunshine out there, everybody's happy, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's a happy name, Sunshine. So originally it was Sunshine Snacks Original, Sunshine Snacks Original, I think, and then we sort of changed it to Sunshine Snacks Limited. So we've kept to that name, and it works, and everybody's happy. You know, sunshine, and like I said, when the weather is absolutely scorching, everybody's naturally happy. When it's raining, everybody's on a downer, sort of thing. You know, so
when I was driving up here, I was looking for the building. I didn't know where it was, so I parked up on the other what I thought were the main gates, because it's got your big logo on your building, and a driver's pulled up in a van, and I said to the he said to me, he goes, who are you looking for? I'm looking for Sunshine Sweets, I'm looking for Hassan, I want to speak to him. And he goes, just go around the back, they're all in there, I'll give him a call. Still didn't think anything, I thought it's a driver. I came in, I met Hassan for the first time, and Hassan, I'll go show me a picture of your dad, because he said he worked in Deeplish, and I used to work in Deeplish.
Just met him outside.
Because he met him. That's how simple you guys are. Wow.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Be honest with you, we're all, as a family, we're all hands-on. We do everything in the company. From sweeping the warehouse out, some order picking. We're actually on the vans ourselves. Even though I'm the director, people can't understand still up to this day, I'm still on the vans developing products out and fitting units out there still in my uniform. And some people don't know I'm the director of the company. Be honest with you, you expect a director to be sat in a nice luxury office in a shirt and tie. And you know, but no, we're sort of, as a whole family, we're hands-on. We do everything. I mean, again, we're in work today, so you know, this is who we are.
Talk about, you know, like when you first started at Spotland Bridge. How did you attract the shops to buying, you know, like the sweets?
Be honest with you, I've had no experience of sales whatsoever. I've learned everything on the job itself. Even today, I'm still learning. 100%, I'm still learning, still up to this day. And I remember going to the first shop, and it was in the evening, about 8 o'clock in the evening. So on the first day, I put my shirt and tie on, suited, booted. I did print a little business card, and it was 8 o'clock in the evening. It was dark, and I walked in a shop, and walked in with a bag of popcorn and a little tray of nuts. And I walked in and said, I'm from this company called Sunshine, and this is the product we sell. This is the margin, and they took it on board. But then I soon realised that as a sales rep, introducing a new product, you don't go in the evening. So I used to look at other reps on the road and saying, well, hang on, we've got to change ourselves. We should be in the working hours from maybe 9 to 5. Some of the business owners are not in. So I've learned everything on the job itself. No one taught me how to sell the product itself. So over the time, we've picked up, and we're getting better. Even today, we're getting better day by day. We're not 100% where we want to be, but we're improving on a daily basis. Every day we improve.
You know, my mum was a little bit too humble, alhamdulillah. But I think in today's day and age, we're from a people where I find people are running away from their culture and heritage. You asked, how did you start this business and stuff? We're from the Punjab. The people from the Punjab are workers. And they only know one thing, is to roll up their sleeves and make a good fist of it. And secondly, and I'll vouch for this, because still, even after 30 years, every day he holds me to account. My mum, who from 1996 has worked to standards. Like he just said, he went, how old were you, 22, 23?
Can't remember the age.
Young pup, anyway, you know, fresh-faced, everything. Shirt and tie. Even bought a Vauxhall Cavalier rep car, you know, business card. having 0 shops behind. We've given the impression, alhamdulillah, from day one of being a multi-million pound business. And Muhammad Ali said it, you know, fake it till you make it. But, you know, these things are true and have substance to them.
Yeah.
In terms of roles here, do you want to give a shout out to your family members that are doing certain roles?
So, to be honest with you, so yeah, I'm the managing director of the company, but I don't really, I feel everybody's a managing director because as a family, we all work together. You know, so even though I'm the managing director, I don't call myself the managing director because we all do an equal share. We all work hard in our roles. So it's myself, Hassan's come on board. He's a sales developer, sales director of the company. I've got my 2 sisters who are in the office. I've got my 2 nieces, which are Hassan's sisters. They do the website and developing. Yeah. I've got my son who's just got married last week. Thank you. He's a sales rep. My other son who's just finished his education. Most probably he's going to come on board as well. He's a future. He's got a lot of energy behind him. So he's on board. I have another nephew who's the actual warehouse manager. Yeah. And then my eldest sister, she runs the production for us. So, and then Hassan's dad's an all-rounder, from an engineer to...
Keeps us in check.
You know, so,
Leader of the family.
Definitely. Always
So
keeps us in check. We're always answerable to him.
he does all roles, from, you know, from fixing the machines to any problems in the company. He's an all-rounder, like myself, an all-rounder. So this is how we run the company. It's a family-run business, and it's great. It's great, absolutely great. And the rest are employees, and even our employees, to be honest with you, and I don't like to call them employees because we work as a family. Our whole team, we don't like to say you work for me. We say you work together. We work together as a family. So the whole Sunshine crew, from production to warehouse staff, it's all one big family. You know, and everybody plays an important role. The person offloads containers outside. If he doesn't offload the container, the machinist won't get the goods. The machinist who produce them go in the warehouse. So everybody in the company plays a very important role. So we're all one big team, to be honest with you.
Just like the human body, innit?
Yeah.
So starting on from small, you've then progressed and you've got more and more customers. You just explain to me, because back in the days, the reason I'm asking you this, I know Hassan does a lot of social media. There was no social media.
No.
So how did you manage to...
So back in the days, there was no social media at all whatsoever. And to be honest with you, it was just a matter of, I can remember it was very difficult back in the days. I must have gone to 30 shops a day, and out of 30, I might have got one, right? And they give me a chance. Then I got another one. So it was quite a hard task at the beginning on my own. It was quite frightening as well, actually, you know, going out there. And there's been days where I've been driving all day and I've come back with nothing. You know, I've come back with nothing. So, and then it was good referrals. People, you know, seeing the product selling well, they referred me to another shop and so on. Then from there, I went to Bradford, some Leeds, some different areas. And this is how we progressed ahead. And today, the world is different. Today's all social media. It's a different task today, but even today, to be honest with you, we're not looking for any business, alhamdulillah. Allah has given us rizq and blessings, and we're getting business come to us on a daily basis that we would never have dreamt that we've got new business that's coming to us on a daily basis. You know, it's unbelievable, alhamdulillah. We're very grateful.
What would you say your breakthrough moment was, you know, when you've really escalated?
Well, the last 3 to 4 years, I would say, we've redeveloped all our product range, rebranded everything. We've got a unique product range, which in the UK, nobody seems to have. And we have got a unique display units, which we're quite famous for now, actually, throughout the UK. And we integrate units into convenience stores. That's what's really got us out there. And it's just a product range, the quality. We've always kept the quality number one. We've always believed in the quality has to be 10 out of 10. You know, we're not going to cut corners and buy a similar product cheaper. So we've always developed the products, sourced it. We've had to travel to different countries all over the world to source the products.
You wouldn't believe. Honestly, we've gone that far and that into it.
Even today, we're developing new lines. We're always trying to get something new for the consumer. Something new that nobody's seen before, and we getting there, alhamdulillah. There's new products we're launching all the time. So so it's absolutely great. It's great, and we're this present moment itself. I can't mention no names at this present moment, but we're in talks with a very big company. It's a national company. Chance we are going to get through, hopefully, inshallah. So the product will eventually escalate throughout the UK, inshallah. So,
Everybody made dua.
Inshallah, of course, inshallah.
Just to add on to that point as well, you asked sort of where the blow came through. We've had a lot of support from different communities. And this, I think that's important to touch upon, obviously, with the title of this series called One World, Many Voices. For instance, in Bolton, there's a very large Hindu community. You know, my mum has told me many stories where these people made him their beta, you know, and they really backed us. But then our own Pakistani community, now it's the Sri Lankan community, you know. So it just shows that people coming together can help each other. There doesn't have to be a gain in it, just to push each other ahead.
You put Rochdale on the map there. You mentioned Bolton, and now you're going national as well. It's like Rochdale's going to be on there for halal sweets.
Inshallah.
Something that I'm going to ask you about now. So you were one of the first providers of halal sweets.
That's
what
correct.
type of products did you have then? Because I know you started off small, and how have you progressed up to your kind of product line now?
Yeah, the product line is we reach up to 50 to 60 products now, which are halal, some are vegan, some are vegetarian, and we are launching plant-based. So back in the days, we were just halal only, which we sort of verified it with the manufacturer. We got certificates from them, but we thought it's not good enough. We need to get an authority on board, i.e. the Halal Authority, which we're with now, so they verify it's halal. We've got the Vegan Society, we've got the Vegetarian Society, they verify our products. So all our packaging has got verified logos, halal, vegan, vegetarian. Yeah. Even as far as we've got gluten-free products, and just 4 weeks ago we've gone ahead with plant-based. That's a new sort of range out there.
Because again, it's our mantra, sweets for everybody. I think it's important, Mahmoud, to touch upon the reason we've gone vegan veg, which is very true, because we deal with the Hindu community, the Jewish community. As Muslims, we've all been to a restaurant. I mean, these kids don't know now, but we could only have fries once upon a time, right? We'd go to a birthday party, be the odd one out. We've suffered through that. Sweets should be a product where no kid should be told no because of dietary or religious reasons. Now, we have to respect them religious reasons, so it's important to make it, you know, acceptable within certain religions and whatnot. So I know where we've been in this world, how deep we've been ourselves. Not a body's done it for us. We've gone first and then brought it back to the body and said, are we happy with it? Then alhamdulillah, let's take it further now. We've actually officially now, we're with the Vegetarian and Vegan Society and the Plant-Based Society, who are the highest rank of certification you can get. And again, you know, our mantra is sweet should be for everybody. You know, we've been through it. How are you going to tell a 6-year-old because of religious or dietary reasons, which are all correct, that this thing is not allowed for you? That's where we come in. And if we can change it by sourcing that product, then alhamdulillah, you know, you're helping everybody, aren't you?
There's a lot of people who are vegan only, vegan, they want vegan products, vegetarian, halal, plant-based. So a lot of our packaging, well, all our packaging, I say, not all, a lot of our packaging, you'll see the halal at the front, verified, and at the back of the bag, you'll see vegan, vegetarian, and halal. So this particular product actually is all three, vegan, vegetarian, and halal. Yeah, and then we sort of always looking at to improve, and we've got a range coming out gluten-free. So there's people out there who want gluten-free, plant-based. That's something we're going to adapt in the next 3-4 weeks to bring plant-based products. So we're always looking at trying to serve all communities, not only one community, to serve everybody out there. And especially with the Sunshine brand itself, make sure everybody wants to eat a product and they've got it. It's available. Yeah.
Getting this verified, what's the process of it? So if you've got something today, how long does it take?
So you'll have to interview my mum on that one.
Yeah, so it could take up to 3 to 4 weeks. So what'll happen is the Halal Authority, they'll be in contact with our manufacturer. So our manufacturers are in Brazil, Morocco, Turkey, different parts of the world. They'll be in contact with him. They'll do the relevant checks, certificates, the actual ingredients and so on, get it verified. Once they're happy that the product is verified and it is halal, then we get the green light. We then allowed to use that halal logo on that particular packaging. Otherwise, we will not use any product, even though it might be halal from the source, we have to get it verified from our authority. which is halal authority. It might be vegan, vegetarian, plant-based, gluten-free. So very important that we do that, yeah.
So how important is it to you that you keep Sunshine as a business in Rochdale, and why?
Look, alhamdulillah, Rochdale is an amazing town. And I'm not just saying that because we're born and bred here. You go out in the UK and you mention you're from Rochdale.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a little bit of negativity. That
Yes.
Name me a place that doesn't, right? But there is so much good that's come from this town. You know, we're the birthplace of the co-op. I don't know if anyone went to Boulderstone Technology College, which doesn't exist anymore. I remember a gentleman called Peter Rogden, I think, who's done extremely well, Rochdale born and bred. And I think it's important, being born and bred in this town, we've got this thing of keep it local. It's nice to give back to your own, right? Yeah. It's nice when, you know, I get phone calls sometimes. You know, I got from a brother, he went to Devon. He does recoveries. If he watches this, he'll know who he is. And he sent me a picture of our sweets being sold in Devon. And he goes, I told the shopkeeper I know them, they're from Rochdale, and I think the guy's still scratching his head. But you know, you bring a sense of pride, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, to your own town, community.
From the day we started our business 30 years, we've still got employees that are still with us, and they've helped us. And the Rochdale community, the staff we've had over the years, they've been a great staff, and they've helped us along our journey, basically. Yeah. So we'd never move out of Rochdale.
If you look at Rochdale, it's the birthplace of co-op.
Yeah.
For Rochdale, where you just mentioned down, is it Devon, where you sweets are? Yeah. You've put Rochdale on the map with Sunshine Sweets by
Alhamdulillah.
staying in Rochdale. Who would have known us down there? You understand? If someone knows me, they'll say, where you from? I'll say Rochdale. But to have a brand that's associated to Rochdale is massive.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm extremely proud of. I've never met you guys. Just to give a shout out as well, Nadine Mead from Rochdale Council of Mosques and Mohammed Jamal from the Young Khadims. Them are the two people that I've interviewed that I've said I need to interview you, and I didn't know about this place.
Thank you.
And mashallah, I'm really proud of you guys for what you're doing. Coming on to the community work, why do you feel that it's so important to have community projects that you're supporting?
In regards to working with the local community, look, Allah's given us a business, alhamdulillah. And He's allowed us success, and success is to us, and my mum will back me up on this, is we get to eat 2 rotis every night. That's actually our measure of success.
You know, when I first spoke to you, you said that.
Yeah, but it's true. You know, my mum, every Thursday, she rings me, right? And she'll say, the wages have gone through. And we'll both say, alhamdulillah, X amount of families have ate up this business, because this is the responsibility Allah's given us, right?
Our employees rely on us. You know,
families rely on us. You know.
And not only that, something funny here, we actually keep the dentist very busy
Alhamdulillah.
in the UK. Without our sweets out there, the dentist won't have no work on. So
still waiting for our cut.
So we're keeping the dentist busy. If we don't push our products out there, the dentist won't have any business.
There's a lot of people I go to interview as well to say, why do we need to interview? It's to show what we're doing as a community.
Yeah, very important.
Of course.
Do you only just name some community projects that you're doing or have done to be proud of?
You know, we had it the other day. I'm not going to mention the sister. She's doing a wonderful project coming up very soon for Big Eid at Manchester Children's Hospital in the cancer ward. And when she approached me, her cousin who approached me was nervous to ring me. Yeah. She was quite nervous. And I was like fully in. I spoke to my mum, and he goes, look, you know, look, first and foremost, she said about community projects that I do a lot. We do a lot. Yes. You know, and I'm extremely blessed. Anything I brought to the table, my mum said, go do it. Why are you asking me? I trust you. Go for it.
We're at a stage now where maybe 20 years ago, we were struggling as a business. And we couldn't, be honest, we couldn't afford to give anything away. But now it's come to Allah Ta'ala has given us so much now. It's our job now to give as well. Because Allah Ta'ala has provided all this. It's not, and it's to give away. It's like charity, to helping anybody out there. So it's very important as a Muslim to help everybody out there, you know, the needy out there. So we try our best within our reach to help everybody as best we can, basically.
To summarize what you're saying there, it is our religion as Muslims to do something back in the community, and we get it both on this world and the hereafter. It's called Sadaqah Jariyah.
Sadaqah Jariyah.
MashaAllah. This all is a blessing from Allah towards you.
Definitely.
The reason you're growing is because of not only the sweets are halal, it's the halal work you're doing.
I work with people like Jamal from Young Khadims. What a kid. You know, I joke sometimes to him, and he's humble, he'll laugh. I said, Jamal, when I become older, I want to be like you, and I'm about 10 years older than him.
No doubt.
You know, people like Aspire to Inspire, Akub and Kalsoom, you know, recipients of the King's Award. People like Hassan are encouraging you. We work very closely with the mayor, Janet. She's been a huge help to our business. You know, take all the political stuff out of it. We don't get involved in that. You know, right is right and wrong is wrong in Islam, and that's where it starts and stops for me. But she has championed our business out there.
Alhamdulillah.
We've not asked her to. I'm not kidding you. You know,
There's something to be proud of.
honestly,
the community, what you're doing.
yeah, no, they've allowed us to give back. We do a lot of work with Spring Hill Hospice, who, you know, I can only respect and commend the work they do. You know what they're doing. We've had Muslims in there recently. People have known, you know, how easy they made it for them people and the families. You know, alhamdulillah, why would you not want to work with these people? And my mum said we give a bit back, we don't give enough. And maybe one day we'll be able to give, but one thing we can do is, as you can see behind me.
Keep contributing. What do you do as international charity to make a difference?
So in September 2023, you know, that sort of sparked this thing of where can we help? And people like Akub, they do a lot of, you asked us, do we do work back home? We actually do. This is what my mum didn't know about, knows about now, but they're working with the widows and orphans building houses, and we've actually built a few on the business, and through their working with ICA, alhamdulillah. So we've been very lucky to work with local people who go out there themselves and do the work, and that, you know, encouraging you, Greengate Trust, some out of in Oldham, where you're obviously based, Qari Bilal, via Hassan and Ismail over there. They go to Lebanon. They've been to Pakistan. They've been to so many, and every time, I say, let me know. We've just done a project now with some local brothers from Aryans, Ati and Asif. They've got their charity, the orphanage, in Uganda. Just this Ramadan, we've committed, and people made dua that allows it to be easy for us, because it's a big commitment, I mean. But they want to extend the orphanage, and we've committed to doing that. They're brothers from our own area.
You know, like, say if I was a shopkeeper now and I've seen this, you know, like online, how would I contact you to make an order or to get more information?
So we just launched our trade website, so we can now supply national now throughout the country. So it's very little as basically put an order in, we send them a display unit, the products, and next day delivery, it gets to London and they start actively trading with us. So that's something new we've introduced. It's only been 4 weeks.
And what's that website, sorry?
That's www.sunshinesnackstrade.co.uk, yeah.
You've done so much work around for different communities as well. It's not just the communities, Muslim community, Punjab community.
We even, is it every year is it Ashton or Bolton, one of the Hindu temples? Their kids, they have maybe 300-400 kids. We do the cups, don't we? The vegan, vegetarian cups. But why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you make a kid smile?
It's not importantly that it's all about helping our own community. We help everybody.
Whoever we can.
We're all human, aren't we, after all? So if you got a Sri Lankan community, you got a Hindu community, you got different communities, it's help everybody. You know, we can't just sort of look at one community only.
Even for Christmas,
so it's very important.
We do the hamper drops to all the staff at Spring Hill Hospice.
Look at that. That's really touching, because the work they do, like...
It's amazing. Nobody does it. It's all charity funded as well. They're very, very good organisation.
When did we move in here? 2006 World Cup. 2006 World Cup it was. Best summer of my life. It was a good World Cup.
Can I just touch on that? You said you started in 96. That was Euro 96 in...
England, and this building we moved into World Cup 2006. But
I'm just going to ask Hassan now. Give a shout out for your social platforms, because I know you're very active on them.
It's the TikToks, to be honest with you.
What's the channel called?
I don't have a channel. By the way, you know when I'm gonna debunk one myth now, right? I'm very limited on my social media.
Right.
I'm gonna give a big thank you. You know, to the people who actually push me out there. It's the name. I don't actually have a YouTube channel, nothing. The TikTok star Sunshine Sid is actually sat to my right. Alhamdulillah.
I do my best. I'm not the best talker. I want to tell you guys that when we first started, we used to buy a case of 12 kg, right? 12 kg. And then we started buying 10 boxes, and it was too much for us. Thinking, how are we going to use, that's a lot of stock, 10 kg. Then we went up to a half a pallet, Then we went into a pallet, and it was a huge thing for our company, buying a pallet of goods. Yeah. And today, alhamdulillah, then we thought, will we ever buy a container of products? Will we ever buy a 40-foot container coming to our yard or our premise? I thought, that's never going to happen. And you know what, alhamdulillah, today, we have a couple of containers every week.
We don't have spaces that many coming.
So we've outgrown this premises. We're in a 18,000 square foot unit here. We've outgrown it. And again, going back to that thing, we had offer in Manchester to relocate and go to bigger premises. We said, no, we want to stay in Rochdale. So we might just go into storage warehouse or whatever, but we want to stay where we are today, alhamdulillah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For what you're doing.
Thank you.
Even though we're on it ourselves now, I've watched, there's people I've walked past in Rochdale and because of this, I know their stories and alhamdulillah, it's amazing.